Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Go Buff Yourself Presents Under a Crooked Moon. My name is Ethan. As always, I will be your dungeon master for the evening, and for this, I believe it is session 5 of this? Session 6?
5 or 6.
Session 6 of this little game we're playing already. I am, as always, joined by 6 incredibly talented performers, storytellers, players, and, most importantly, my friends. And second most importantly, people that are foolish enough to be convinced to come play this game with me. Let's go around, say hi to them really quick, so that we can jump on into Session 6, because boy, did we leave it at a fun spot. Playing Wake, we have the Caleb G.
Howdy, cats and kittens.
Jack, played by the Jolly Yellow Nerd.
How goes it, folks?
Pellam, by the Mallo Man.
Apologize for everything I'm about to do.
I need to
No,
get
you don't.
all of the people whose handles... Oh yeah, Jolly Yellow Nerd doesn't have the in front of it. We only have 2 these. But you call yourself the Jolly Yellow Nerd too, don't you?
No, I don't.
Damn it. My bad then.
No,
I was like,
I
we have 3 people have the, and of course I fucked it up.
It's okay, man. It's a lot
I just call
going
you
on
Jolly. Pete playing Wokka.
And Peter, hi.
Do you prefer... Should I start calling you Peter in game?
No, it's not even my Christian name.
It's your Jewish name. Lauren playing Breenoh.
Hi.
And Wild is playing Ember.
Hello, I am also known as the Wildling, but also
God
just Wildling.
Damn it.
It really
God.
depends on the
Ethan,
platform.
God.
I'm
know
just
what?
giving Ethan
I brought it
some
on
shit.
myself. And
0, 1,
That's
1.
all right. Brought
Yeah,
this
don't
entirely
forget
on
the
myself.
0, 1, 1.
At all times.
I'll do better. Few announcements before we jump into this session. First of all, this, like all of our streams, is an 18+ stream for language, and because Crooked Moon, this folk horror story, is indeed a folk horror story, and so will include some potentially disturbing elements. The content warnings that are called out in the module itself are included in the description of this video or podcast, so please check that out. If there's anything particularly egregious, I do try to include it in the timestamps for that individual episode as well. You can catch up on past episodes of this, Lords of Sin, Wild Beyond, City of a Crimson Tower, or long past games like Mothership, all on Go Buff Yourself. You can find that anywhere you get podcasts or on YouTube. So, I think I have finally made it through my announcements. Oh, yeah, my man. Do it since I won't.
Hey, Mallo, marketing director here. Don't forget to subscribe at the Patreon, where you can find all of our cooldown episodes for this and Lords of Sin and maybe many others, as well as some fun stuff like, I don't know, some new music and things like that we're releasing specifically for these campaigns. It's all there.
That is
it's
super cool.
You know, help us support the show and things like that. Just go check it out. Go check it out. I promise it's worth your money.
Every little bit, the $5.
that's where?
On Patreon. Go buff yourself.
How much?
$5.
What?
That's it. Only
Only $5.
And it's not going to buy
That's
me
less than
beer.
a comic book.
It's going to buy sound effects. And assets, and paying this incredible editor of ours for all of the work that he does to make things so beautiful and wonderful. Because you pay your friends, all right? Until they say you don't. You pay your friends.
We ain't got no AI bullshit here, baby. We do it all by hand.
Hell no.
Do that.
It's all done by this incredibly talented individual here. So if since he advertised me really quick, if you have any needs, for example, for advertising, marketing, stream services, you should check out Runnels and Rourke. Ha! I can do it too. So, with that said...
Where at? How much?
How much? No, we're not doing that here. But with that said, speaking of something that the incredibly talented Mallo Man made, let's go ahead and run that intro video so that we can get into Session 6 of Under a Crooked Moon. When we were last under a crooked moon, our six had been finding their way through the Ghostlight Express to try to help wayward spirits that had lingered here so that they would not be corrupted by the shroud which had found its way into the Express courtesy of a unpleasant spirit interloper who shattered the windows in the passenger car. You all helped a number of spirits find what they had lost or never had, and move on. You also, in the process, met two individuals, Philip and Adela Druskenvald, who performed a tarot reading for you, were very hospitable, overall interesting folk. You all then continued to the tender, towards the front of the Express, again at the request of the Vagrant, the caretaker of the Ghostlight Express, that you check on the fuel box and furnace to make sure it was all okay, because it runs on those spirits. And indeed, when you got in here, it was not long before the corruption found its way into the fuel box, coursing into the furnace, an enormous explosion as the elemental that powers the furnace of the locomotive broke out in rage, and you all had to fight in self-defense, at least apparently temporarily destroying this elemental, which led to the locomotive derailing. You all found yourselves in a dark wood with a non-functional Ghostlight Express. You managed to collect some of the soul cans, the fuel that powers the locomotive, and when you returned that to the Vagrant and he fed it back into the furnace, the locomotive roared to life, breaking free of the roots that had trapped it, and began to, of its own volition, careen through the woods, through the trees, knocking over ancient oaks that had stood for centuries, and came careening towards all of you, a baleful, fiery face on its faceplate. As you all started to fight a train, there were some incredible moments with Breenoh attempting to use his branches to hold this train back, but it was simply too strong. Wake jumping on board the locomotive through where the wall had been ripped off, picking the lock that led to the furnace and opening it in hopes of powering it down, which, while it didn't fully power down the locomotive, it did take it straight to bloodied. And while Wake was still inside, he felt the presence of another in the tender here. And you saw that same stretched, crooked spirit with the snapped-looking neck standing behind you, and Wake, if memory serves, got out of the locomotive. No, you were still on board. Okay, good. Glad I asked.
That's where we ended.
Yes, and so we ended with the successful picking of the lock, and as the roar of the fiery furnace came pouring out, burning you, sending you stumbling back a little bit closer towards this spirit, those of you outside saw as the ghost-light locomotive grumbled and shuddered. There was a boom burst of otherworldly light, and the baleful, fiery expression that had been adorning the faceplate of this locomotive changed into a nightmarish exaggeration with an iron, crooked grin, and huge black plumes of billowing souls began to erupt from the smokestack of this locomotive, each one twisted into writhing shadows looking like gnarled branches. And it was there that we left off, and it's there that we pick up. We ended with, I believe, Wake's turn, and taking this locomotive to bloodied. Now, I still have our initiative order here, but it's been a while, so I want to remind you all. Ember, 19, Jack with a 16, Wake with a 13, Breenoh with a 9, Wokka and Pellam both with 7s. Wake just went, which means, Breenoh, you are our first PC to go once again. I'm going to shift this so that we can see the battle map on here. And that is the current situation in which you find yourself. You are right in front of the locomotive, like literally touching it.
You're in danger.
Yes. And just so you all know, because we didn't have the map last time, even though I was using it, there are, you might notice on your... Or, quick question, does anyone remember, did anyone pick up any of those soul cans that had gone scattering? I don't believe anyone had. Because when the locomotive blasted off initially after a few of the soul cans had been poured in, the vagrant went flying, and so did 3 of the additional soul cans that you had collected. On the map, there are 3 X's. Those are the locations of those soul cans. Just so you know. Breenoh, you are up. Oh, Pete, did you have a question?
Oh no, you had asked if we had gotten any of them, and I don't believe we did.
All right, cool.
Just going to verify.
Thank you for confirming that. I appreciate that.
Okay, so tragically, I've already used my grasping branches, so I only have 1 use of that. So I think and I can't use my weapon because it's upon me.
It's definitely upon you.
On. Okay. Rage.
Yes.
action.
Okay. Hold on. This is so with your rage, because of your subclass, you have some choices you get to make here.
Yeah.
So, which are you going to go
please.
with? Because your volatile
I'm
serum
gonna go with
activates.
I'm gonna go with the one that makes me big. Monstrous.
Monstrosity. Could you describe
monstrosity.
what this looks like again as you go into this rage?
Yeah. Okay, so Tree Man sees train coming, thinks, oh shit, can't put his roots into the ground, can't put his roots to the train, and goes, okay, bigger, and just beats his chest out, hands up in the air, and underneath his bark you see a shifting of light as his implanted serum injects into his veins and creates a much larger version of Breenoh the Tree Man that you know.
So cool. So your reach increases by 5 feet. And once per turn, when you miss with an attack that relies on strength, you can add your rage damage bonus to the attack total, potentially turning it into a hit. You also become large. So I will adjust your size here on the map.
I still can't really. I mean, I can't. I'm gonna just. I'm gonna go ahead and try to grapple the train.
Oh my god.
Okay. So I love this.
Yes.
I'm here for this entirely. Oh wait, did not mean to do that. I had appeared twice there.
Trains?
Yeah, did not mean for there to be 2 there. So, because we are using the 2024 rules, grapple is no longer a contested thing. It is a check that the person gets to do.
Wait. I have a thing for that then.
Yeah?
Yeah. If she looks like she's about to suplex the train, I cast guidance as a reaction, so she gets a 1d4.
Oh, well, it's not saying for her. Breenoh doesn't have to do anything. The train has to make the check.
Oh, well, I'm not giving the train an extra 1d4. Fuck
You sure?
that.
I mean,
Thank
good.
goodness.
No,
I
I
was
want
like,
to see
you're
this
not.
train
Be cool.
suplexed.
Be cool if you did. All right, so the DC is 8 plus your strength bonus plus your proficiency bonus. It gets to choose whether to make a strength or a dex saving throw. Baby, it's going strength.
I mean,
think
it's big.
the
It should
24 is
get
going to
it.
succeed.
Yeah. It was just worth a shot.
Even with yours being, the DC for yours is a 14, so a 24 because I got an 18 on the die. So what does it look like as you try to grapple this thing? Considering you are now about, like, how tall? 15-ish feet?
Yeah. It's something preposterous. He goes one size category larger. So, I mean, he's large already. So.
You're not
Anyway.
size large already.
No, I'm medium. I'm medium, so
Yeah.
I would be large
Yeah.
right now. Okay, so Breenoh, seeing that the train is coming, seeing that there's not really an opportunity, he's slow. He's gonna make himself big, and he's gonna make himself able to take the damage. So in his mind, he is going to either brace or stop it. And as he goes to stop it, his feet don't root into the ground. He just can't. He doesn't have the energy flowing through his body to be able to do that right now. So he breaks against the train, but puts his arms in front of him as he's ready to receive this blow.
Incredible.
He knows.
As the locomotive just impacts with you, and we see as you plant your roots into the ground and you slow it down, but you don't stop it. Quick pause. Is everyone still in Foundry? Okay, for some reason, no one was showing up as in there anymore for me. It's weird.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure. All right. Then, Breenoh, that is your go, I believe, unless there's something else.
No, I mean, I could try to make an attack.
Well, grappling your...
But that's grappling,
grapple attempt
yeah.
was your attack.
Yeah, and I only get it. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
That's it.
Then
That's all.
that means
That's all here.
Wokka is up next with Pellam on deck.
Okay. Good. So let's see. I'm just going to say this. If I recall right, whenever the frog sent us on a mission to go get the lanterns, I was asleep being held like a baby in the tree. So, in order to not metagame, Wokka has no idea about them, unless they're very bright, in which case he might take a look. But
You are standing like 7 feet from one, and it does put off a small teal glow. So you definitely see it.
Mr. GM, can you explain to me what this looks like aside from just a vague glow?
Absolutely.
I'm a fish. You need to capture my attention.
Oh, and I think I can do that, baby. So this soul
Come on,
can
give it to me.
kind of looks like a mason jar, aside from the fact that instead of a typical lid, it has a top that lets it be fed into the furnace. But the glass part of the jar swirls with this teal energy. It looks very much like the same material that a lot of those haints that you helped were made out of. That same spectral teal hue. And just a
Now,
reminder
should I do
for
a
us all,
perception check?
including you, your grease is still active. That is this square here on the map, where you threw your
yes.
fish slime.
Greasy boy. Well, it's in the past. Okay. Should I make a perception check to see if I notice or if this thing is, actively on my mind? Because there is a giant train in front of me. Do you think?
So your passive
gonna
perception is 13. I think you would notice it there. Whether that means anything to you or not is entirely your call.
Okay. What's your... Okay, there's a bright light over here. Guys, there's some lit up stuff on the ground. And it's what, 10 feet away from me?
Yeah.
Roughly? Okay. I will be interested in it because this is absolute chaos in front of us. And my grease didn't seem to work. So a bright light on the ground. Yeah, sure. Yes. The way you described it sounds great. I'm going to move over to pick up the lantern.
The picking up the soul jar, that is just a free object interaction, no problem. You run over, grab this, you still have your action, bonus action, all that.
Awesome. Let's see. Kind of take a look at it and see like what does it look familiar at all to me? Like, given my knowledge.
I mean, you did help. You did participate in the collecting process of these after the vagrant asked that you all recover the soul jars so that he could fuel the locomotive once again.
Okay, that's
so. Yes, I think you absolutely recognize it.
Okay, in that case, I'm staring at this jar, wondering what to do with it. Debating on does it need to? Do I need to throw it? Do I need to swallow it? I think.
Drink it.
Because I was asleep when he told us what to do with them.
Take a swig. It's a mason jar. It's trendy.
I'm gonna have to make a roll. I'm gonna have to make a dice roll.
You're leaving that up to a roll whether you drink it or not.
Is it okay? Is that okay? I don't want to
Of course it is. You do what you want.
Each one of them seems like, I don't know, a slightly valid option.
I'm not.
I don't know. Maybe drinking it takes away power.
Maybe something amazing happens.
Maybe. Okay. All right. Okay. 1 through 10 is D4. 1 and 2 is throw it. 3 and 4 is drink it. Okay. Roll it. Okay. Guys, I found a jar of the goop from the people. She's gonna, try to unscrew it. You said like a mason jar, and she's looking around, and just fuck it, and just throw the jar into
maybe don't,
half-open jar.
Okay. Well,
so
It's in there.
So what do you
That
doing?
happened.
What was the last thing you said you were doing?
It is a half-open jar, and I was in a hurry, and I panicked, and I'm a catfish, and the whole thing went down the gullet. So,
Pellam's doing that thing that like the Nathan Fillion meme where it's just like, wait.
You
yeah,
just like
yeah.
like the Mask when he swallows the entire TNT bundle, just like down the gullet with this jar. And there are a series of unpleasant sensations that you experience. The first being you're swallowing a mason jar. Could you make me a Constitution saving throw? I gotta at least ask for that.
Are we still under the effect of bless?
Yes,
Because
you all
get
do
a
still have
D4
bless.
to that
Incredible
saving throw.
reminder.
Please bless
you
my
do have
fish
Get a
bless.
belly.
D4 to that saving throw, baby.
Okay, plus a D4, so it's 10 plus a D4.
Okay, you're already at 10,
13.
which means you don't choke. But still,
Oh,
just like if you've ever taken a bite that's just way too big and you feel it going down the whole way, and just where it hurts there, and then it hits your stomach. And
yummy.
it, for a second, almost... It's a weird thing to describe, but you almost get kind of that spearminty coolness that you get in your mouth when you eat, like, spearmint, but you feel that in your stomach. And then you feel it spread through you as all of you watch as Wokka shudders for a second and a spirit manifests essentially right on him, coming out of him. This now reconstituted, at least in some fashion, teal spirit appears right next to you, Wokka, and I have to add it to the initiative order.
Did it hurt? The end result, did it hurt?
Not mechanically, but narratively, I should certainly think so.
Okay.
Is this a friend or a foe?
Well, it hasn't done anything yet, so, it's not looking friendly.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you know, though. Twisted,
Yeah, why would-
this teal spirit twisted
so
through with
responsible.
those same black lightning scars that have indicated the corrupted spirits that you have dealt with thus far, as it...
Announcement. Guys! If you swallow the juice, it becomes a ghost.
What? I can't
I don't have any more.
Train!
I don't have any more data than that. Just if you swallow it, it becomes a ghost again.
Why are you eating things right now?
Pellam, you are up. I think that's all we're able to do in that 6 seconds.
Freeze.
And just so you all know, the next PC on deck is going to be Ember, followed by Jack.
So, so Pellam all of a sudden just changes to be in like a white shirt with like a really short cut curly hair and is just sitting there screaming, "They're coming out of the walls! They're coming out of the fucking damn walls!" Like, yeah, okay, you know, that's also a problem. So, I don't trust, geez. I can't trust trains because they have locomotives and shit like that. It's just, God, we got problems on problems. Okay, all right, spirit guy, just, waka waka, and then he can go to cast Eldritch Blast at the spirit that just came out of Wokka.
Heck yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, we got problems, guys. Let's do it. It's the thing. Is that's a 26? It's natural 20.
That's a net.
Yeah, that's nat 20.
So I'm going to let you know, if you want to roll damage, you can. You don't have to. You have maxed, like, just the minimum you can get on this crit is more hit points than it currently has, and it does not have resistance to force damage. So I would love you to describe this eldritch blast that comes out of you as it sends the spirit away with a wail.
Still dressed as Sigourney Weaver from Aliens, he goes, "Get away from her, you bitch!" And then just...
Again, it's canon that Pellam knows things about Earth. No one else does.
Right, yeah, no.
It's canon.
Nobody else gets the references except the audience. Yeah.
It's good. It's good.
Incredible. All right, anything else from you, Pellam? A movement or bonus action?
Pellam is going to... So, can Pellam see... Is that behind a tree over there with the other lantern?
Oh, the...
or would Pellam be able to see the glow kind of thing?
For that one, I'll say free. I know that now in 5.5, technically making a perception check is an action, but for this one, go ahead and just roll me a perception check, or you can choose to use your passive.
I'll roll perception real quick. Just to see if we get... No, that's a 4. He doesn't see it. It's behind a tree.
To all things balanced.
It's behind the tree. Yep, exactly. So he's not going to know where the other one... He might be able to see a glow kind of thing. I mean, everything that I need to attack is in front of me, so I'm just going to kind of maybe scoot slightly over. Well, if my character would scoot, maybe? No? That'd be great.
Oh, is it not moving?
I was just going to scoot over. Yeah, it doesn't want to move for me again.
Hold on.
I was just going to literally scoot him over a little bit closer to Wokka.
Let me just restart Foundry on my end.
Okay.
That may just fix it for y'all.
No, it doesn't want to work for me here.
No, because Foundry's down right now, so yeah, it won't work for you until I restart it. Give me 2 seconds.
Oh, okay. Yep, there we go. Hang on. Go back in. I'm literally just going to shuffle over a little bit closer to Wokka and kind of check on him and be like, "You okay, buddy? You okay there, bud?"
You killed my ghost.
Yeah.
There you go. Should be good
Ethan,
now.
I still can't move.
I had to unpause.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Beautiful.
There we go. Yeah, so I'm just going to kind of scoot over there for a little bit and be like, "You okay, bud? You okay?" Yeah. He's going to get big thumbs up. Like, "Yeah, you good? Any more crazy ass ghosts going to come out of your butthole or anything? Or do catfish have buttholes? I don't even know."
I don't know. This is new for me.
Okay. Just checking.
At the end of Pellam's turn, with a blast from the train's whistle, Breenoh, could you please roll me a wisdom saving throw, please? DC 13.
Okay.
Plus 1d4.
Yep. Good shout.
Okay. Got a 16.
16. Beautiful.
Can I use the D4 later then?
Well, you just keep it. You're blessed.
I get it all the time.
Yeah, you keep it for quite a while.
I don't even know. I knew that.
So
Thank
you are not subject to the effects that you would have been had you failed, which I won't reveal yet. But that was a legendary action that will then bring up its actual turn. Well, it has a very clear target. The one right in front of it, who is currently trying to stop it. And it is going to make 2 attacks at you, Breenoh, because now that it is bloodied, it gets multi-attack. Does a 17 hit you, Breenoh?
Yeah.
Then both of these hit. So here's the way this actually goes, because you do take 1 at a time because it matters. The first one deals 8 bludgeoning damage to you, and you are knocked back 10 feet.
That's gonna be halved because I'm raging.
The damage, yes.
Yes, knocked back 10 feet. Ooh.
It is then going to move towards you, which provokes an attack of opportunity from Ember.
A lot.
Yeah, which I shall take. Is that just...
Any of your
hold on.
normal attacks. You can
okay.
use Curse Claws and things like that.
Okay, well then I'm going to... I'm gonna hit with the Curse Claws then.
Okay, roll it.
You motherfucker dice. Rolled a 12.
12 will...
D4?
oh yeah, D4,
Can I do
bless.
a D4?
You get on attacks.
Bless
I'm a blast.
up. Thank you, Balto.
Ooh.
Anytime, Pooh.
Oh. So that's a 15.
15 is meat to beat. That bless took it from a
Yeah,
miss to a
buddy.
hit.
Yes.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you
Right.
are. Oh,
Not on camera.
no.
All right, so I'll just roll some damage.
I'm sure.
All right, so that's going to be 7 for damage.
7 more points of damage here. Okay.
With the cursed claws. The
Correct.
slashing damage.
Okay. Incredible. That will allow it to then move the... Actually, it only has to move 5 feet towards you because it has a 10-foot reach. Oh, yeah. Pellam?
Well, no, it can move and everything like that, but because it dealt damage to Breenoh, I can cast Killing Joke at it.
Let's do it!
So it gets the attack of opportunity, and we throw a Killing Joke, and we just go choo choo, motherfucker. Oh shit!
You crit again!
How does a nat 20 do for you?
Miss.
These are all
very
public and
funny.
D&D Beyond, by the way.
Oh,
This
I'm
is
seeing
real
it.
D&D
I'm seeing
Beyond.
them. I'm seeing
Yeah.
them. Hell yes. Okay. So what happens with Killing Joke?
Well, it deals 2d6 plus 4 damage.
Okay. So go ahead and roll your 2d6.
Yeah.
We're already at 16.
So it takes 11 damage.
What type of damage is this?
Psychic damage.
It's definitely not resistant to that. All right. Dang, that was a bad time for it. As it continues to roll forward, it hits you a second time, Breenoh, with that second attack that we already rolled. And that one deals 7 points of bludgeoning damage, again cut in half. Raging, knocks you back another 10 feet. That... It will use the remainder of its movement to come this way. I'm also going to move Wake so that he's still on board, because Wake is still on board. That would have brought
So we
up
haven't
the
suplexed the train yet, but we have skipped a giant tree across the forest.
we're achieving something.
I bounce.
D&D is awesome, man. That's all I gotta say.
So good.
All right. Wow. Then that will bring us to the top of the initiative order. So, we have... Oh, where are you? Ember, followed by Jack.
Yes, hello, it's me. Well, I was really set up in a good spot of, like, being able to hit the train. So, I suppose I'm going to use my movement action to come back up behind the train. Boom. And then I would like to do an unarmed strike
Absolutely. Okay.
on the train's butt.
Okay, let's do it.
Punch the train. Punch the train.
For a 27.
That's
There.
No, it's not just a
That's a
27.
natural 20. It's a
It's
That
a
is
nat
a
20.
natural 20. Yes.
Hey, Ethan. I'm not shitting in this booth if we get to 10.
What
Just
is
to put that out
happening?
there, I'm not taking Corey's job on this one.
We have not even been through a full round of initiative yet, and we have had 3 PC nat 20s.
Yeah.
We have come
What is
prepared
happening?
tonight.
For real.
We don't like trains here.
Okay. Roll your damage as
I
normal.
like trades.
So just 1 die of damage, and we'll automatically max the second one.
Oh shit. Okay, so then it'd just be 1d6
Yep.
plus a max d6.
Yep.
Cool.
And then plus whatever you add.
Okay. So. Ooh. Okay, so 3 plus 5, 8 plus 6, 14.
3 plus 5 plus 6. Oh, I was taking the 8 as another one. Oof. Okay. Can you describe what it looks like as you punch a train and do a critical on it?
I have ran, you guys have seen the videos of the grizzly bears running and just like running across the snow like
Oh yeah.
So I ran after the train and I reared up as tall as I could and I just went yeah and used my claws and smacked it on the butt.
Just raking across, tearing into the metal here. Incredible.
Yeah.
Jack, you're up, my man.
Wait,
Oh, more. Yeah, more.
can I use a bonus action?
Of course you can.
Awesome. So I'm gonna do Flurry of Blows next.
There we go. 2 more attacks. You crit again. We're just calling it.
Oh, I almost did. Alright, I got a 15.
Meet to beat. Don't even need the D4.
Ooh, woo. Alright, and that's going to be 9 extra damage. So I'm gonna follow up with my with another gaba gaba.
Okay, and you still have 1 more attack with Flurry of Blows.
6. So a total of
No.
15.
You rolled damage
No,
again. You
yeah.
have to roll to hit first.
Oh, I did. The Flurry of Blows to hit for 15.
That was the first time. You have to roll it for each attack.
Oh. Sorry.
Yeah. No,
Jesus
you're
Christ, she
totally
almost critted again. Jesus, she almost critted again.
Are
God.
you
You
sure
asked
you
for
wanted
it,
me to
Ethan.
roll that again, Ethan?
I mean,
sure
it
you
wasn't a
wanna roll
crit.
again?
What is happening? It's beautiful.
We are fucked
making
for all
us roll.
future fights.
Yeah, you're
I
just
will
using them all
include it
now,
as-
I guess, y'all. All
Keep making us
right.
roll.
Yeah. You
Well,
want me to?
Jack, I'm really sorry that you did not receive an opportunity to go again in this round of
I'm
initiative.
sorry, Jack.
Because as
No.
as Ember rakes into this, it was charging towards one of the other soul cans, and it just stops, like immediate break, and the hateful face that had appeared on its faceplate disappears and simply returns to a plain faceplate. There is a belching of acrid black smoke from the smokestack. And it's so dense, the smoke, that it almost it doesn't rise straight up. It actually is impacted by gravity for a little bit, as it has more mass than average smoke, as the locomotive belches the crooked corruption out from inside of it. And the spirit that was right next to you, Wake, inside the locomotive, writhes and rages as this happens, and as there is a billow of a gust of wind as it is fighting to stay here to continue what it's been doing. It just blows away in the fog.
Oh.
And we are out of initiative order.
Well,
So we didn't suplex the train, we spanked it to death.
You very much spanked the locomotive into submission. And as the loud sounds from this brief combat subside, the vagrant and the Druskenvald slowly push their way out of the tree line with fascinated and thankful expressions. All of them are showing some wear and tear from being tossed into the tree line and running into the tree line. They're dirty, scratched, but they start to emerge and walk towards you all.
Oh.
Well, that was unexpected. But once again, you all have proved yourselves most capable of dealing with the unexpected. And once again, you have my eternal gratitude. The Druskenvalds would just their faces agape, just looking at the destruction around here, not too confident to approach the locomotive too closely after what happened last time.
I am gonna start climbing out of the wreckage because I was inside getting tossed around.
Yeah, and as you climb out, you grab hold of one of the handles that is there for, climbing out of these cars. And as you start to lower yourself, you end up almost getting a little bit shaken from the locomotive as a miraculous thing happens. As you're hopping down, the locomotive lifts off of the ground of its own accord, causing the Druskenvalds to and go start to run back towards the woods again. The vagrant starting to do the same, but keeping his eyes on the locomotive. And as it rises into the air, it rotates slowly. And as it does, the damage on the locomotive caused by the initial explosion and the derailing and the thorough spankings that it received begins to repair itself. And as this is happening, you all notice that the cars of the Ghostlight Express that had scattered during the initial crash also begin to lift and fly forward. The first one, kunk, reconnecting with the locomotive, and then the second and the third and the fourth, fifth, and onward, until the entirety of the Ghostlight Express is recoupled and reconstituted. I was hoping that would happen. Shoo, 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 shoo. The wheels begin to turn as the express lowers itself back onto the ground, and as it touches, or as it gets a few inches above the ground, as if landing on rails, it begins to move forward, causing the vagrant to go running towards the express, leaping onto one of the cars as it continues to start to pull away from you all. Sorry, friends!
No!
Looks like the Ghostlight Express is moving on. In its current state, I'm afraid it can't take on any passengers such as yourselves, but as soon as I get all fixed up, I'll be sure to return, pick y'all back up, but for now, looks like this is the end of the line. See you in a few weeks, I think. And just gives a big arcing wave as the Ghostlight Express and the Vagrant disappear into the wood or into the fog.
Can we have another camera pan behind Wokka as the fiddles play and him raise his fish arm to the sky and yell, "I will be made whole again, you frog bastard!" as they wheel away.
What?
I will be made whole again, you frog bastard!
I'll get you home when I can!
That's not what I was talking about exactly.
The crunch of grass and soft moss heralds Philip and Adela returning to your sides. Well, now, that certainly was an adventure.
Do they seem worse for wear at all, other than being, like, knocked around a little bit?
I mean, they didn't engage in the fight in the same way you did, but
Okay.
they have scratches, dirt, and, you know, Philip has been helping dust Adela off. Adela has been picking twigs out of Philip's hair, just grooming each other a little bit.
So let's start looking around. And is it just the 6 of us and the Druskenvalds? Is there anybody else anybody else get left off the train besides the 8 of us?
Just the 8 of you, as you are here amongst, in this dark wood. The destruction caused by the derailing still very evident here. And that moon that had been looming large is much smaller in the sky now. Still incredibly visible, but it's not dominating the night sky anymore. It's almost normal sized. Normal for you all. We wanted to... Running into you all has proven to be the best luck of this entire trip so far. I don't know what we would have done without y'all. We were lucky enough to, and she points, find some of our luggage, and we were hoping that you'd let us pay you for all your troubles that you went through. We don't believe in getting something for nothing, and you all risked yourselves while we hid in the woods. My wife,
That
as
seems fair.
always, my wife is always perfectly right. And he kicks open a trunk and begins to start rummaging through it, while Adela pulls out her clutch and, well, I have jewelry. If any of y'all would like anything from my personal collection, if not, I could also just. Was 25 gold? Does that sound fair? So from Adela, just so you all know, each of you has the choice of some of her jewelry or being paid 25 gold pieces.
Does the jewelry look magical, or is it just jewelry? Are we taking this woman's dowry, or are we just
No, my jewelry it ain't magical, but I mean I think it's nice. I mean, and she starts to pull out a necklace, a set of beautiful earrings, a few rings. And by the way, she pulls out way more from her clutch than she should be able to. This is a tiny clutch.
Yeah, no.
Artist bag.
Pellam quickly changes into a red fitting dress with a blonde wig and just kind of rolls up, and it's like, "Oh, darling, you are speaking my language now." And then just kind of holds out the hand a little bit to it and all like that, looking for like a bracelet, little ring, whatever you got, kind of thing.
She immediately goes with picks up what you're putting down and reaches and grabs like the equivalent of a little tennis bracelet. But it is bejeweled, and she clasps it on your wrist. "Oh, I hadn't worn that one in so long, and I'd much rather it go to you, and don't Don't tell Philip I said this because he got it for me, but I think it looks better on you.
It's just my color, darling. It's beautiful. Thank you so much.
It absolutely is. Now, what about the rest of y'all? Would you choose gold or jewelry, y'all?
Ember is going to walk up and look at the offering of jewelry and ask, do you have a tiara or
Of course I do.
really big dangly earrings
I
that would
got
look good on me?
both. Well, maybe I'm wrong, but you said tiara first, so I feel like that might be where your heart is. So how about, and she reaches in and, that's more of a circlet. And no, that's a fascinator. Oh, here! And she pulls one out, just it would definitely fetch a good price. It's nothing crazy. So how about you describe for me this tiara she pulls out for you?
The tiara is a white metal. You could say even sterling silver or white gold kind of looking. It is stepped with amethysts, sapphires, and diamonds in it. And it comes up to a little tiny point that nestles right in between Ember's ears. Just like a little triangle.
I love it, and I'm just getting ahead of any sneaky things here. Just for the record, those diamonds do not total up to 300 gold in value. If you know why I'm saying that, you get why I'm saying that.
They need to be,
Jolly over
it's
there
okay
like
if there's
diamonds.
zirconium.
Yeah, like
I was thinking, like little
Yes,
solitaires,
yes.
not like giant honkers.
So, yeah, she pulls out this tiara for you, and she reaches up to put it on your head, and she fiddles with it a little bit. Oh, you are just darling.
I'm gonna go in her face like the bear huff and say thank you, and then stand up at full height.
Was calling her darling wrong? I meant it as she knows that's a good thing, right? And Philip,
nice.
Just feisty.
This whole time, by the way, Philip has been rummaging in this trunk that he opened, and should any of you glance at it, it doesn't seem to have a bottom inside, and he's simply reaching in and saying something, like, under his breath. Oh. That's good. And as he finds certain objects, he sets them to the side. What about Wokka, Breenoh, Wake, Jack? Going with gold or jewelry?
I have no use for either. I'd take a health potion, though.
I don't carry potions in my clutch, but you
I'll
could. You could use the gold or the jewelry to buy yourself one. I wouldn't be offended.
I'll take the gold.
25 gold to
Thank
you.
you.
On the tail of that, I don't really feel right taking payment for just doing good, doing what's necessary. But we're pretty far from civilization. Do we have a way to get home and get some medical treatment for our friends? That might be more important.
Philip, from where he is crouched over his trunk, less far than you may think. You may have need for that gold. And Adela, well, I hear what you're saying. I think that's mighty noble of you, but doctors do good, and they get paid for their services. You all did good, but you don't have to take. I ain't gonna force you, of course, but if you change your mind, offers there.
And especially when she chimed in on saying like doctors do good, purely as a precaution, but I think I will accept gold.
Of course, you know what? And she, as she's handing you yours, she hands a second pouch, that's his. If he changes his mind, that way, if he need it, he has it. All right, but that's for him. That ain't for you. All right.
And how much would is it? It's 25 gold.
25 each. Yeah.
25 each. Okay. And for the
I really
record,
love
Ethan,
that
you were
bit.
right about the 300. I was gonna try you.
Yes.
I was absolutely going
Making
to try
note
you.
of that. We have
Good.
diamonds. I love that about you,
Good.
Jolly.
Listen,
I love that about
that's
you.
a start on the diamonds. There can always be upgrades
Yeah,
later.
we can always get more. We are making a dent.
All right. I'll cut you a deal. I'll take the 75 gold.
The what? Did I say something about 75? I mean, I know I hit my head a little bit, so I might have forgotten. Did I say something about 70? Did I say 75?
Yes?
Make me a deception check.
Yeah. Man. Please also, okay. That was a 14 on the deception roll.
But bless.
This is a check, not a
Is-
save. You don't get the
Oh,
D4 here.
okay.
However,
Yes.
Adela goes, oh, well, I've been underpaying the rest of y'all. I'm sorry. And Philip just
Yeah, it's okay.
looks over his
I'm
shoulder.
good.
He
I'm
cl-
good.
Philip looks over his shoulder and clears his throat. And Wokka, do you look at him when he clears his throat to get your attention?
Sure. Yeah. What's up, Philip?
This is the least kind expression you have seen on his face since you have met him. And it is big, it is neutral. His face is neutral, but he just looks at you. And as he does, you feel his eyes large on you. You feel... I can't really think of a better way to say it, but the feeling that you get is you feel small under his gaze. And again, just a neutral expression as he just clears his throat and looks at you.
I feel as though you have something to say to me, Philip.
I feel as though you have something to say to my wife, Wokka.
Ahem. Fair enough. Madam, you did not say 75. However, I am the size of 3 people. I am currently in a feud with a frog. It may become a blood feud. I have turned into a fish. I do not have any clothing, and I just fought a train and swallowed a ghost, might I add. Now, is this your fault? Not particularly. However, if you have to spare, I would like a pair of pants. Which gold will buy me?
You feel a pair of pants hit you from behind, from where Philip is, as just a pair of dress pants. Just, and Adela walks over to you and puts a pouch in your hand. There's 30 gold in there. I respect the hustle.
Thank you, ma'am. Bless you. May
And
the
Philip's
Philip,
got street
family
logic.
line-
That was scarier than the train.
I don't even.
Philip or Wokka or the pants appearing? What?
yeah, definitely the pants. It's terrifying.
Pants, yeah, the pants. The pants just flying out of nowhere.
But Wokka will generally. Thank you, ma'am. Philip. Apologies and thank you.
Think nothing more of it. Like my wife said, respect the hustle. I have pulled aside also a few little items here just to express my gratitude to all of you from my personal collection, and you are free to all of them, any of them. He has pulled out 4 items. There are obviously 6 of you. But the 4 items that he has pulled out, there is a metal octagonal rod that is about foot and a half long and has 2 silver goat heads at the end of each. There's a gold medallion, a gold necklace with a medallion of a golden skull that has 2 small rubies for eyes. There's a fine-looking snuff box, and there is a small gray bag that appears to have something inside of it moving. He points to the metal rod with the goat heads. This one I am loath to part with, but you all have been incredibly helpful. I even had this one customized. And he presses in a button that is inlaid in the one of the goat's heads, and when he lets go of the rod, it floats in midair. And then he pushes down on it, and it doesn't move. Come to think of it, this might have been very helpful while you were dealing with that locomotive. Hindsight.
Oh.
This one here, he points to the necklace and holds it up, and you can see these skulls. Or you can see the skull. Bit of a mixed bag in my experience, but you may find differently. Lets you hear people's thoughts. This snuff box here doesn't actually contain snuff, though if you want that, I'm sure I can provide that as well. But what it does contain is an incredibly powerful dust of disappearance. Use this, and you and everyone around you will disappear for a short while, but that might be all the while you need. This one, and he points to the bag, this one's fun. And he lifts the bag up, and again, there is something moving inside. In fact, it looks like a number of somethings. And he reaches in and pulls out a ball that is covered in an oily black fur, and he tosses it onto the ground in front of him, and a giant 3.5-foot rat appears. Oh, of course I got the rat this time. There's more than a rat in there, though. But very helpful.
Huh?
Ratty, come here. And the rat walks up to him. See? Very helpful. I find giving them names helps too. In addition to these, because I know there are more of you than there are these, I do have a few weapons and shields that I have collected over my years that I am happy to part with. So, mechanically, each one of you can choose one gift, one reward from Philip. The options here are the immovable rod, the medallion of thoughts, the snuff box, which contains 3 uses of dust of disappearance, and dust of disappearance casts invisibility on you and everything else in a small radius for a decent amount of time with no concentration. Now, it's a limited use, but
vote.
That's pretty big. The bag is a gray bag of tricks, or you can choose a +1 shield or a +1 weapon.
Pellam just kind of, his appearance completely changes again as he walks up to it, and he's looking like Mr. T with the high top fade and everything coming out of the stuff. He's like, hey, player, let me get a little bit of that right there. And he's going, because there's one for each, right?
Well, there are 4 of these special items, and then there are weapons and shields.
Yeah, he's going to throw that chain on top of the other chains.
Yeah,
He's
let's
just getting
give our
blinged the
most
fuck out.
neurotic player the medallion of thoughts.
Damn right, baby.
You already hear voices.
Lose your mind.
No.
Yeah, I want to hear all the voices.
Oh my god.
And he's going to look like Stack from the end of fucking Sinners walking away.
If nobody has any want for it, the immovable rod does sound like something that I would go for. However, if somebody else had plans for it, please feel free to take it.
No, thank you.
I'm always happy to let somebody borrow it too.
I think Ember and Breenoh should probably have first shot because of, fighting the train.
Y'all helped
Yeah,
a lot.
mostly got hit.
Okay, so Ember's going to take the immovable rod. If anybody would like to use it, just tell Ember.
Dick. That's what that is.
Stick! Like you!
Man
My ear-
said, must also make stick. Stick.
My ears perk up a little bit.
Stick?
Stick.
Can I don't have any. May I put in my vote for Jolly to go next, being the healer, and also being shorted out of that turn?
I'm sorry.
So abruptly.
I'm so sorry, Jolly.
You know what? It's actually perfectly fine because
I can't even believe that, bro.
up until Ethan said, "I'm sorry, Jolly," I was literally still trying to figure out what in the world I was going to do on that turn. So
Blessing in
he's in
disguise.
trouble.
Blessing in disguise. Oh, yeah.
It really
No, it's
was.
like,
'cause
Yeah.
Just-
I got
I have
you.
like right.
Run, take it, run.
I'm almost out of
wondering. I
spell
was like,
slots.
he's pretty far away. What's he gonna do?
Let's see. I think I will go for the Great Bag of Tricks.
Yeah.
Just having a random bag full of animals just sounds fun.
So, just so
You
you
have
know,
quite a few in your party.
first of all, once you all choose these items, feel free to add them to your inventories and all of that. The only one of these items that requires attunement is the Medallion of Thoughts. So all the others you can use right off the bat. And fun thing about the Bag of Tricks, just so you know, you can have up to 3 out at any given time.
This is gonna be fun.
Yeah, it will.
I'm looking to see. Okay, so yeah, takes an action.
An action to
And
use
I
and then a
roll-
bonus action to tell them what to do. Otherwise, they will
What
act
to
off
do.
of their natural instincts.
Interesting.
And roll a d8 to
Oh,
determine
God.
which one comes out. Oh yeah, this is gonna be fun.
Oh, yeah. So we have Jack taking the Bag of Tricks. Was it Ember who took the immovable rod? Pellam, were you going for the Medallion of Thoughts?
Oh yeah, no, there was yeah. We want to hear all the voices.
So we still have the snuff box. And again, you don't have to take that one. You can. We can have multiple people take +1 weapons, multiple people take a +1 shield, but you only each get to pick one thing. So, Breenoh, Wokka.
I really want to take the snuff box, but the smart decision is the +1 weapon.
Okay, what type of weapon?
Might I have a great axe, please?
Absolutely. As
Or a
you
great
ask,
hammer, I'll take.
which do you want? And that's legitimately Philip asking that. Well, I have both. I'm happy to part with either.
Let's stick with the axe. Take
Right.
it back from man.
And he reaches in, says something under his breath, and starts to pull out a great... Oh, here, can you help me with this? I forgot how heavy this was. And pulls it out and hands you over. And since this is a +1 weapon, a magical weapon, could you describe what this weapon looks like, Breenoh?
As I go to touch it, Breenoh's fingers grow long like vines around the base of it, and it coils all the way up to the head of the giant steel curved axe
Axe head?
head, yeah, on the back. And from there, he just snaps it and holds it. It's got the vines curved over the top of it, going towards the blade itself, but never quite reaching it.
Made it your own, as it should be. It's yours now. Do good with it.
It was an accident.
Ha! Ha ha ha! Oh, that was an intentional pun.
Yes.
Yes! Yes! Ha!
Yes.
Wake,
That
Wokka?
was good.
Pete?
Oh, I don't. I assumed you would want the snuff box.
I'll grab it. Yeah.
Go with your heart. I am fine with whatever.
No, that's cool. I do not need either a weapon or a shield, so I will tuck that into my inner vest pocket.
Do you actually not need a weapon or a shield? I don't know.
I don't.
Okay. Cool. Sorry. I mean to have a polite off in the middle of the game.
No, you're good. Totally good.
Omaha.
Oh my Omaha. Philip, you have a potential wand or a staff or some sort of magical implement in there, if you don't mind.
Well, and he reaches in
What
and
says me?
he pulls from inside his trunk a quarterstaff that is engraved with runes on the outside of it. While it doesn't carry any inherent additional magical abilities, it hurts a lot when you hit someone with it. It's a +1 quarterstaff, which you can use.
Okay, what's the +1 do? What's a Philip,
So
what does
+1
it add one
does
to?
a few things. So you can add a +1 quarterstaff to your inventory. What that does, and it will automatically do this for you, but just so you know, it gives you an additional +1 to hit,
Whoa.
an additional +1 damage,
Whoa.
and if there's something that has resistance to non-magical damage, your weapon bypasses that. So at least now you have a melee option, should something get in your face.
Holy moly. Excellent explanation, Philip. Thank you.
Absolutely, I know the mechanics very well. And once everyone has taken their jewelry or gold and their magical items as thank you from the Druskenvalds, Philip closes the trunk. Well, what do you all say we leave this dreary place behind? I think we have dwelt here quite long enough, personally. If my memory serves, Wickermore Village isn't far from here. I think, my love, we may even have an estate waiting for us there. We do? The mayor sent a letter ages ago saying that it was a gift. Never got around to responding, but hey, maybe it's still there? And Adela touches his arm and beams at him. Oh, Philly, ain't this just serendipity? I bet the villagers will be just jazzed to see you. And Philip nods, giving her hand a squeeze. That's right. How about we all just treat this little hiccup as a stroke of good luck, a chance to see new sights. And with a flourish, he twirls his cane and turns to all of you with a wink and says, since you all handled everything that has been thrown at you so incredibly successfully so far, and assuming you don't have anywhere better to go at this moment, how about you all escort us to the village? I've heard it is quite quaint and charming. It's been some time since I've been there, but no doubt it is just as beautiful and hospitable as always. Shall we?
Is there food? Is there drink? And do we get beds?
There must be.
I know there is an inn in town, though its name currently escapes me, and absolutely, hopefully the coin will be more than enough to cover your evening activities on us.
Okay. Should we pick up those canisters before we go, guys?
I would say they seemed important.
You
What
can't
would we
eat
even
them.
do with them if we collected them? Take them with us?
Maybe someone else will need them. And
Drink
then
'em.
we can help.
Or we could always just throw a ghost at somebody, I guess.
That's fair. If the ghost consents.
You know, we can go pick one up, and I'll take a look at it and see what I can see. I mean, sorry, I didn't have much time during battle, so I just ate it.
As you inspect one of the two
Yeah, I
that
have-
remains here, there is a very clearly a swirling energy of one of these spirits contained inside this jar.
I think Pellam would take the other one as like a ghost light almost, as a way to like light the way ahead of time.
100%.
Kinda
It's
thing.
not super bright, but when in doubt, it at least provides some dim light.
Yeah.
And Pellam hear the spirit
That's a good question.
because of the thought medallion.
Well, so I would still have to attune to it. So we
It's
just
also
got
something
it kind
you-
of thing.
It's also something
Mechanically.
that you have to actively use. It's not
Yeah.
all the time.
I only get
It's-
I only get 5 charges a day technically.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Mechanically
so you're
off
not just-
over table.
Mhm. Still
Yeah, I'm
worth
not
noting.
just walking around.
Okay.
I'm not Randy Orton, okay? I don't hear the voices in my head all the time, you know. Just a balloon.
You're gonna just be getting it.
Yeah. It's the telepath that can't turn it off.
Yeah.
Well, we see as the two of you grab the 2 remaining soul cans here, and Philip grabs the luggage, or as much as he can, Adela grabbing some as well, and Philip begins to forge a path ahead. And we see as you all follow behind, heading allegedly towards Wickermore Village. And as you begin your trek through the gloomy, dark woods and misted moors that lie between here and there, let's go ahead and take our first break. We'll pick up right back here. So don't go anywhere, y'all. We'll be back. We are back, everybody. So, you all are starting your trek to Wickermore Village. Philip lets you know that if his reckoning is correct about where you all are, you have about a 3 or 4 hour total walk ahead of you. Is there anything you all would be wanting to do or say during this time?
Ouch.
Hey, does anybody else hate that fucking frog? Like, that was really rude, right?
Not the nicest.
He
Yeah.
is an odd fellow.
Also, time
Like-
and place.
Yeah, we did
Not
a lot for
particularly
him.
my favorite.
He just kind of, said bye, thanks for everything. Actually,
Yeah,
he
I
didn't
don't
even
know.
say thank you.
Maybe he's stressed out by his job or something.
That is a positive way to look at it.
But what? We did it.
Operating
Very
a train
gracious.
that carries to and from the other side, it can't be easy work, right?
All I'm
Jack.
saying is the entire time I was on that train, he never brought me anything to drink.
That's pretty rude.
Well,
Like,
no, I really
wanna
don't
know
like
some
him.
questions. Yeah, I just want some
Yeah, that does
questions
seem
answered.
quite unkind.
I don't require anything to drink. I'm a wooden puppet. But yeah,
Well, an offer would be fine. You can say no.
you know what? You know what,
Maybe
Fish
he
Sticks?
had
You're
a
right.
guy for that.
You are right, Fish Sticks.
Yeah, there's still some
Okay,
courtesy
well.
in offering.
Thank you. I just want to make sure that I'm not insane.
Whoa.
Yes.
Nothing.
We'll let that one sit, Tree.
That's usually the best way for it to. Yep. Gotcha. And he
Okay.
keeps walking.
As we're on this walk, I want to just try to keep an ear turned towards the Druskenvalds. See if any of their casual chit chat, anything maybe they're saying more personally towards each other, just gives me any inkling or insight into what might be going on or why they were on the train. Like, I'm just generally suspicious. So I'm hoping that over the course of a few hours, maybe they get tired and let something slip, or...
Sure. Why don't you go ahead and make me a perception check? I think that qualifies. Or investigation. Your call.
I would love to do a perception check.
Sure.
Wait, did that even roll right? Hold on, let me try again. Come on, D&D Beyond.
It like won't register it fully.
Yeah. I'll try
You can
one more
roll
time. If
physical,
not,
it's
I'll just-
fine.
But I want it to work right.
I know.
That was only an 11.
An 11? It's tough to have long conversations while you are traveling through, woodlands and bogs and moors. It's difficult to... It takes work to travel through that kind of landscape. But you do at one point over here. Oh, Philly, I was so looking forward to getting home and just being able to kick my shoes off for a little while, not having to be putting on a face for anyone. Oh, my love, so was I, but we can't control the situation that we're in always, so it's been a while since I've been in the Hollow, and maybe too long. Plus, a new estate for us to check out, and even if what the mayor said is true and that it is ready for us, I have no doubt that it could use your more artistic eye to make it flourish. Oh, that'll be fun. I haven't gotten to do any fresh decorating in a while. And after that, we'll start making our way back to the chateau? Of course, my love.
Okay. Other than that, I think Wake just does his best to help with forging through the woods, keeping an eye out for any threats or dangers.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything else from anyone over this couple hours, Jack?
And while we're making our way, through the forest and everything, like, I'm no stranger to a forest. And I've been kind of just like, paying attention to, the trees or, signs of wildlife. And I'm kind of putting my senses out here. And I wonder, does this forest feels like any that I would have passed through in like my time when I was alive. Like, is there kind of anything maybe a weird or unusual for being in a forest and knowing like, hey, this doesn't feel right or something like that?
I think in this moment, other than the strange moon that is constantly watching over you all, this could be any other ancient wood. But you have traveled through enough to know that this land is old. But there is still just a what's the word for like non-localized sensation of wrongness? And you can't find anything that's giving you that feeling. It's not like the trees here look malicious and haunted, ready to come alive at any moment. There's just... maybe it's just a continuation of that memory of your life that you had, of that vision that you had before you died, but something here just feels off, but you can't put your finger on it. And then you look up and see that haggard, twisted visage of the moon once again, and maybe it's just that. Maybe that's just making you a little paranoid, a little oversensitive to these feelings. Or maybe you're right. Tough to say. But something just feels a little off here to you. Eventually, as you all are walking, the lights of a distant town come into view through the fog as you crest a rise. Aha! Wonderful. I have found that a trek feels much shorter when you can see your destination, and our destination is in sight. We are nearly there, friends, and then food, drink, and well-deserved rest for all of us. As you all continue following, eventually, you arrive at Wickermore Village. It's a small, relatively speaking, quaint town. There are humble, timber-framed buildings with shingled roofs. You hear the tolling of a bell from the tall clock tower in the center of town. And you walk through empty streets. As you make your way towards the center of town and approach the circular town square, you pass nary a soul on your way. And as the town square comes into view, there are two main features that catch your attentions as you see it. There is a weathered statue of a featureless man that stands in this courtyard across from a huge, gnarled oak that is covered in hundreds of carved faces. And as you behold all of this, there is suddenly a shrill shriek that shatters the quiet. High-pitched, scared, pained, and all of you notice at the base of that tree with those hundreds of carved faces, a struggling human shape, bound and staked to the ground beneath this tree. And it's then that you hear the guttural growling from across the square, and you see a pack of wolves walk into the square from the opposite direction that you are coming in. They are led by a huge, shaggy pack leader. And the pack leader begins to approach this squirming figure. The jaws of the wolves, slavering eyes filled with bloodthirst. You all do anything in this exact moment.
I'm gonna run over there. Because I'm a wolf person too.
Ah, this is like me with the bear on the train. Be careful.
Okay, you run over. When you say there, are you running to the figure? Are you running to put yourself in between the figure and the wolves? Are you running straight to the wolves? Where are you going?
I'm going to run to put myself between that lead wolf person and the figure at the base of the tree. I'm assuming from your description these are wolf people like myself.
No, these are wolves.
Oh, wolves.
These
Oh,
are wolves.
okay, that's fine.
A pack.
Do you speak wolf? Is that on your language sheet?
Gonna fucking find
There
out.
are
I
a
don't think
total
so.
of 7 wolves. This large pack leader and the other 6 members of their pack. Do you still, with this clarification, run over?
Oh, that's even better. Yeah, because then I'm just gonna run over and like
As you
talking
run
to
over-
a bad dog.
As you run over, before you get the opportunity to do that, could you make me an investigation check, please, Wake?
Absolutely. That would be a 13.
13. Something about that struggling shape at the base of the tree isn't right. But with a 13, you can't put your finger on exactly what it is, and that makes sense because you're distracted by the pack of wolves that you are running up to. And as you run in between, tongues lolling out drool, the hunger in their eyes, turning their attention on the one who is now in between them and their easy prey. Could I please get everyone to roll initiative?
Fork shirt.
Sorry, everybody. Sorry, everybody. Shit.
Preps lay on hands.
Only if we can also play Hungry Eyes through Kenku. Thank you.
I love that song.
You could not have
Ethan
picked one of my
cannot
least
stand
favorite
it.
songs.
He
I
hates it.
Love it.
And I love it.
That's-
It's okay to be wrong.
Gives me raw and wriggling.
That makes me wrong. Maybe I'm wrong.
Finally.
Alright, 2 seconds, y'all. Go. Okay. All right. We're gonna
I
be
tried on
doing.
Hungry Eyes.
We're gonna be doing Theater of the Mind for this one.
Same.
here. Okay.
Eric Carmen's finest song ever.
One for me. Yeah, that's what I was hoping for. All right. What did we all get on our initiative rolls?
11.
11 for Breenoh.
Dirty 20.
30, 20, nice. I got a 22.
22. Okay. Pellam, what'd you say you got?
Sorry, Pellam. Yeah.
I got a 12.
12. Jack, what about you?
Jack got 10.
10 for Jack. And Wokka.
Walker rolled a 3.
3. Okay. That means our order of PCs here. Ember, Wake, Pellam, Breenoh, Jack, and Wokka. Now, Wake ran ahead. You all were still about 100 feet away from the bound figure. And Wake is about 20 feet past that. So we have a little bit of distance here between all of you and Wake. But, Ember, you see as Wake goes running forward and plants himself in between this pack and this struggling figure. What would you like to do?
I'm going to run my full distance, which I think is 35 feet, question mark, towards the situation. Sling out my spear and stand all tall and go, "Whoa!" and try to intimidate the wolves.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me an intimidation check, please.
Of course, I choose something that I do not have very high points in, so...
Yeah, it seems right.
It almost landed on an 18 and I got a 3 instead. Alright.
Yeah, you... Now, don't get me wrong. Hell of a roar. Hell of a roar you just let out there, Ember, but
I'm
these
big
wolves,
and scary!
These wolves have the scent of their prey in their nostrils, and they are not going to be so easily dissuaded.
Can I throw my spear at them?
The
Is that not... That's not a bonus
Unfortunately,
action,
the
though.
attempt to intimidate is an influence action, and so that is
Okay.
all you get on this one for your action. You also have bonus action, things like that.
I can't touch them, so it will be okay. I will wait.
Okay. That means next up in the initiative order is Wake. Pellam, you will be after that.
Do these wolves happen to speak Elvish or Sylvan?
Let me look at their character sheet to see really quick. No.
Draconic?
That they do, crazy enough. That's the one they speak.
Thieves can't? Is it Thieves can't?
Yeah, they speak in...
How about Goblin?
They speak in implication, which is what thieves can't is. They speak in code.
That would be so great, though. All right. All right. So initially, I had run over trying to like bad dog talk down to the leader of the pack.
Mm-hmm.
With them approaching me in a more threatening way, I think I am going to focus on that leader who's a little bit ahead of the rest of them, right?
Yes. Not by much, but yes.
I mean, the leader's good to focus on in general. Hold on, I can use... So I ran over there, but that was before initiative order started, right?
Correct. That was part of
From a
what
mechanical
got us here.
standpoint?
Yes.
So I could still use a bonus action for steady aim,
Absolutely.
since I have not moved. And then I will do an attack against the lead wolf.
Okay, let's do it.
Oh, that was damage, not attack. Hold on, that was stupid. That was only an 11 to hit, though.
An 11 will not hit the dire wolf. So, I mean, it hits, but this wolf is big, muscled.
Yeah.
And as you fire into it, you hit its shoulder and it just keeps moving forward unfazed.
Okay.
And steady aim gives you advantage, yeah?
Oh, you're right, it does.
Yeah, that's
Never
kind of
mind.
the point of
I
the steady
forgot.
aim. So let's see if
Doing
that
again.
advantage roll, and don't forget bless.
Are we still under bless?
Yeah, it's for 24 hours. This
Oh,
one was.
damn. Oh, well, that was
Doesn't
a nat
matter.
20.
Yeah, it
See,
doesn't matter.
advantage matters. Advantage matters a lot.
Okay.
So never
All right.
mind what I said about it not being bothered by that attack, because
No,
this is
no,
very much
no.
going to bother it.
Wait. I can
Please.
it still miss though? Because remember, I'm flipping my coin at it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think what happens is I slingshot the coin at the thing. It ricochets off its shoulder, And then as the coin is about to turn and come back to me, like it spins for a second, and I think it highlights to the skull side of the coin and then reconnects. Like there's just that split second, it's about to come back to my hand, and then it slams back into it.
Can I build off of this?
Anything. Yes.
As you send it forward and it looks like it's about to miss, you see your shadow grab the coin and flip it to the skull side with a large grin, and then disappears, and then impacts into this wolf. Roll me damage as normal, and then max the second die.
All right, but I had advantage, so that's also sneak attack. Right?
Yes!
Sorry.
Rogues and monks,
No,
they
it
never
so is. It so is.
Rogues and monks, baby.
It so is. And you already rolled your
Okay.
damage. So let's take the pistol damage you already rolled there. So that is a 5 plus 10 plus 4. So we're already at 19 before sneak attack damage.
And is there a thing for my sneak attack on here? Yep, let me do my sneak attack. That is another 10. And that means my
Hold up.
my jinx.
Hold up.
Oh.
Because you rolled another 10. On top of that, it's another 12 because you crit.
Oh.
So just your sneak attack was 22 damage. And your regular damage was 19. So you deal 41 points of damage in a single hit. And you watch as your coin, which looked like it was about to miss, as your shadow grabs it and propels it faster, it passes from right side of this direwolf skull through to the left side before it returns to your hand. And this wolf is dead before it takes its next step. In a single strike.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
I'm going to make a roll really quick. Fuck. Okay. The other wolves are not stupid enough to break. Even though their pack leader just got taken down in one hit, that's just an opportunity for a new pack leader. So they are not breaking right now. But holy crap, what a turn that was. That's your bonus action, no movement. That was your action.
Yep.
Incredible. Well, next would have been the direwolf. But he's dead before he gets an action. So Pellam is up next with Breenoh on deck. There are 6 wolves here still. Just so you know, both of you, from the nearest wolf, you're about 150 feet.
To the nearest wolf?
Yes, because you were 100 feet from the squirming figure. Wake ran past it, and the wolves were slightly past that.
Oh man, I wanted to make it laugh instead.
Oh, that's terrifying. Oh,
Yeah.
a cackling wolf? That's horrifying. You know what? I love the idea. You can try it anyway.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna. The one of the wolves just thinks it's really funny, so I'm gonna use my movement and get up closer to it, right?
Okay.
Just to make it within the kind of thing, and then I'm gonna cast Tasha's hideous laughter at it,
Okay.
and so it's got to make a Wisdom 14 saving throw, but he thinks this is hilarious that his pack leader just got executed.
Okay. He gets an 18. I was very terrified to see, and instead this wolf just kind of hacks a little bit, like it was choking on a morsel of
Oh,
food.
sorry. It's at second level because it's the only spell slot I have left. So 2 of them have to make that.
Okay, so one of them starts hacking. Let's see about the other. Well, that's a nat 1. So one of the wolves
so I got
starts
one of the 2.
hacking like he's choking on something, while the other one gives a genuinely terrifying combination between a growl and a laugh, and this sound emanates from a creature that was never supposed to make this sound. I don't know how else the wolf would sound when it was laughing. That's the best I got.
The
Hey,
noise
prone, by the
canceling
way.
ate that up.
Hey, that's what Craig is here for. Anything else from you, Pellam?
No, that's a movement and an action.
Okay.
So it's prone. The other one knocks off.
Oh,
So
it's prone. Okay, yep.
yeah.
That is going to bring up Breenoh. Jack, you're the next PC on deck.
Okay, so you said that 100 feet?
150.
Oh, fuck.
Yep.
Okay, well, I'm not big anymore, so I'm gonna use my action to dash.
Cool.
As
Absolutely.
fast as a giant tree man could possibly move.
Your normal movement speed is 30, yes? So you get to move 60?
30, yes. Yes, I do.
Okay. So you end...
And I don't have any healing potions, so that's...
You end about 50 feet away from Wake and about 30 feet away from this squirming figure. And when you get here, could you please make me an investigation check, please, Breenoh?
Got it. $18?
That's not a person. That is a fabric. It looks almost like a fabric doll made to look like a person. And it itself is staked to the ground, and there is a smaller, struggling lump inside the doll where the screaming is coming from. And this screaming is not humanoid. This is animalistic screaming.
And as he's running forward and can see this now, he points one long finger and shouts as loud as he can, "A doll was built around them, within." That's all I got.
All right. That is going to bring up some of the wolves. Then you will be up, Jack, so start thinking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, with full movement, the nearest wolf ends 5 feet away from Wake. So it's going to use its action and dash to close the distance to get all the way next to you, because that's the only option it has. The other two wolves who are acting right now, I actually have to roll for them. One of them does the same thing and dashes towards you. The other one breaks off and starts running towards the squirming shape staked at the bottom of this tree. You may be a threat, but an easy meal is an easy meal. Jack, you are up.
Okay, so all of us, well, I guess, okay, I'm still back 120 feet from the creature, the tied up.
You are about 100
Creature.
feet away from the bound figure, yes.
From the bound figure. Okay. I'm 100 from the bound figure. Okay. So I'm going to use all of my movement to get 30 feet closer to the bound figure.
Easily done.
So that's going to use up all of my movement. And then, oh man, and hoping that this works out very well. Okay, so I came up. I am now 30 feet away. How far away?
So just for clarification, you're 30 feet closer from the bound figure.
Yeah.
You're still 65 feet away.
65 feet away from the bound figure. Okay. How close am I to Breenoh?
Breenoh, you're very close to. You're only 30, 35 feet away.
Perfect. 30, 35. Okay. Okay,
We can call it an easy 30 here.
30. Perfect. That's exactly
Yep.
what I needed. Okay, so for my bonus action, I am going to use Gift of the Green on Breenoh. This will allow Breenoh to roll and expend 1 hit die to gain back whatever you roll +2 in points.
So, Breenoh,
I need
you,
this. Yes.
being a barbarian, have a D12 hit die. So you get to roll a D12, add 2 to that, and heal that much. Incredible use of that ability. What'd you get?
A 3.
3 plus 2, still heal 5.
Yeah, that's nice
Okay.
though.
That
Could have
is
been
quite
better,
all
could have been
right.
worse.
And now for my next
To be
trick.
fair, it was cocked, but okay. In the D&D Beyond, I'm serious. It was cocked right at the little window. I'm serious. I'm dead ass.
The die knew. All right.
Anyway.
And for my next trick, the wicker token that I gave Breenoh like 2 sessions ago is going to start glowing. And as long as you are on the same plane of existence with that doll and I can cast touch spells on you. So I am going to cast Cure Wounds level 1.
Beautiful. Roll that.
Cure Wounds level 1. Ooh, good roll, good roll. That is 2d8 plus 4. 18 plus 4, 22 healing.
Whoa! Ding, Jack!
Dub.
Wait, how did it get to 22 instead of 18?
Wait. Wait a minute. That's
Because I see an 8 and a
I
6,
saw-
and you add +4.
You know what? It gave the 4 already, so
Yes.
it's 18, not 22.
18.
I added the 4 twice.
Still,
by mistake, so-
huge healing here. Only 2 shy of the max you could have healed. And with
Okay.
Gift of the Green, more than you could have otherwise healed.
So it's action, bonus action, movement. I am done.
Incredible turn, my friend.
And
That-
just because it was so cool, that was for Breenoh, right?
Yep.
Oh, that's all Breenoh.
my god. Oh my god.
Okay,
Good thing I was on home.
the 3 last wolves are up. 2 of them go running towards the bound shape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
No. Unless they're freeing them.
I don't think they're freeing him. But
Yeah, I was just being hopeful.
the good news is that takes their action. The final of the 3 also has to use his action dash because they were far away and goes charging up to Wake. Wake now has 3 wolves surrounding him. That brings Wokka
The 2 wolves
up.
inside
Bad,
of me.
bad,
Oh boy.
bad, bad,
Okay.
Even
So-
the wolves inside of you are outnumbered.
bad,
So
bad.
3 of the wolves are on Wake. What are the other 3 doing
The
again?
other
They
3 are going towards the bound figure at the base of the tree. So we have a perfect split here. I rolled for them. It was a 50-50 chance, and boy, did I get 50-50.
Okay. And about how far are the ones that are coming after the bound figure? Like, what's their...
They used their dash. They are on it. They can't
Oh.
do anything this round because they used their dash, but they are on it.
Jeez.
That brings Wokka up.
Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna move, closer. I'm pretty far away. It's roughly 30 feet, I think. I'm gonna move towards the group of them. It looks like I was probably about 100 feet away, so just to kind of be within the zone.
Yup.
Um.
So the closest one to you now is about 60 feet.
Okay. Let's see.
And they are clumped in 2 groups of 3, just for what it's worth. Should that be
All
relevant
right.
to a spellcaster?
2 groups of 3. I don't know if I don't think I have any AoE damage, but that's okay. The closest one to me I will cast Magic Missile.
What level?
Level.
Level 1. That is an automatic hit. So, and remember, if you want, your choice, you can split these amongst 3 or 2, or you can direct them all at the same one. It's your call. I just want to make sure you know you had the option.
Ooh. I'll split it between 2 of them.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the 2 who are closest,
Yeah.
and both of those are 2 of the ones who are right next to the tree, getting ready to savage whatever this war-bound creature is. So, could you roll me 2d4, and then 1d4?
Okay. There's my 2d4. So that's 5 total.
Well, no. Because you rolled
Did you
5
roll?
and then 2. So it's 7 total to that first one.
Okay.
And then
One
you
more.
got another max for the third strike. So 5 damage to that one. So 7 damage to one of the wolves, 5 to the other. As you... These 3 bolts of force energy fly out from you, impacting these wolves. And I'm going to make a roll for those 2 who got hit.
Okay.
Well done, Wokka. Their attention's on you.
Excellent. May I use a
That's
bonus action?
bad.
Of course you may.
May I use Eldritch Gibbering?
Yeah. What does that do? I can't remember.
Or, well, I'm sorry, Eldritch Word. As a bonus action, you could speak a magical word aloud to force a creature within 60 feet. Is it
Okay.
60 feet?
Yep, is within they are within 60 feet. It's a wisdom save. The DC is equal to 8 plus your proficiency plus your charisma modifier, oddly. So that is a DC 10 wisdom save.
Okay. Wokka will open his mouth and just big old fish mouth and start speaking a little bit Eldritch.
So I have a strategic question for you.
Yes.
You have 3 wolves within 60 feet, because the first 2 that you
Yes.
attacked were at 55, and the third that you didn't attack is at 60. These are the 3 who are at the base of the tree, getting ready to eat this thing. The 2 that you attacked, like I said, you could tell their attention is on you. The third
Mm-hmm.
is still 5 feet away from the figure, and if it fails its save and gets the frightened condition of you, it can't move closer, which would mean it
Correct.
couldn't reach the figure. So is that the one you're trying to target?
That is the one that I'm trying to target. Yes.
Okay, so it has a +1 on its wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
It needs a 9 or above on the die.
Yeah. Oh.
Nat 1. It was almost a 19, and then the die bumped to a nat 1. This thing is frightened of you right now as you see this wolf just hunker down and is still snarling, but you can see there is now a snarl of fear instead of hunger. Holy, that's amazing.
Fish.
Wow. I would give you heroic inspiration right now if you didn't already have it. But that very well may be the difference in how certain things play out in this combat that turn. Incredibly done. If that is bonus action, movement, and action, that brings us to the top of the initiative order, which is Ember, followed by Wake.
Hey, DM. How you doing tonight?
I am wonderful. How are you, my friend?
Good.
I feel like this
So I
isn't
have a
leading to
question
something
for
good.
you.
Yeah.
It might be good
Oh, okay.
for one of us.
Okay. Great. I'm here for it.
So, the wolves using dash reminded me that I can dash.
Yeah.
And I took a look at my character sheet, and I actually have 45 movement speed.
Oh, so you should
So,
have been way closer.
If I use my movement, yeah. So if I use my movement right here, and then use a dash to be about here.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, here.
So,
Here.
because I moved you closer to represent the extra movement, it puts you, in order to get within 5 feet of any of these, unfortunately, you would have to dash, which is a shame because it's literally a 5-foot difference.
It's just a bonus action, right?
No, unless you're a rogue.
Dashing's not a bonus action?
No, dashing is an action. Unless you're a rogue, or you are a monk.
Yes. I do have Step of the Wind.
There it is!
So that means that I can take dash action as a bonus action.
There it is! For you, yes it is. So you can bonus action, move yourself where you would like to be. Do you want to be like right in the middle of all three?
Yes, please put me in the thick of it. Thank you, DM.
Consider yourself in the thick of it.
Fantastic. So, I have my spear out, and you said one of them is afraid right now.
And it's very clear which. It
There's-
is this one right here, because was hunkering down, but as you approach, stands up because still gotta defend itself.
Of course. And this one has a little icon on it. What does that mean?
That is an icon it should not have, so ignore that.
Okay. No longer grappled. Cool. So, I'm going to...
Oh, wait! No,
s-
that icon was very important, because this one actually would be farther back, because that was the one that was knocked prone that was the one that was dealing with hideous laughter. So before it could even
fantastic.
remind me, Pellam. Good shout there. So with Tasha's hideous laughter, at the end of each of its turns, and each time it takes damage, so it would have actually been still way back here within range of Wokka's magic missile, but would not have been able to do the movement that I had it do because of Tasha's hideous laughter. And it failed its saving throw. So it is still making this horrifying, hacking, laughing sound. It failed both saves. The one that got from taking damage and the one at the end of its turn with a 6 and a 4. So it is not right up there. Great ask there.
Thanks. Okay, so I'm going to leave the one that's afraid alone and stab the other wolf with my spear.
Okay.
For 21.
That will absolutely hit.
It looks like... Doo-doo. For 7 damage.
You come running in and with your spear, doing exactly what spears were designed to do, and that is take out big wildlife. And you come running in and gut this wolf, and it falls to the ground.
Sorry, Papito.
Whoa! Just jubilant tree noises.
Is that what
Raise
that
my
was?
spear. Yeah!
Clearly.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Incredible
All
turn.
done.
All done. Wake, you are up. Pellam, you are on deck.
Okay. So, there are 3 wolves right up in my business.
There are 3 wolves outside of you.
And they're all like within 5 feet of me.
Oh
right?
yeah, no, my dude.
They're right, literally
You
right.
surrounded.
Okay. I'm surrounded. Okay. Am I completely surrounded, or could I like slip away if I was able to?
You can move, but without something to get rid of the attacks of opportunity, you are looking at a fair potential number here.
Well, I can cunning action to disengage.
Yeah, you can, buddy.
So I'm gonna do that for my bonus action first.
Yes, you will.
You said the thing that's screaming is at the base of a tree, right?
Yes, this tree right here on the map, for those of you looking at it, which is about only 25 feet from you.
Okay, then I am going to disengage and like scamper towards the tree
Okay.
for a little bit of cover. I'm not taking a hide action or anything.
Okay.
I'm just, going that direction towards the tree.
Got it.
Then, since they're not close to me anymore,
Yeah,
there are 2 wolves on Ember.
There's one on Ember, because the
One
other
on-
had...
oh, that's
She
right.
killed one.
And the other one is frightened. Okay, so the one that is on Ember, if I'm reading the rules correctly, that would allow me to attack that one with sneak attack.
Should you
Because
hit?
it's within 5 feet of an ally, and
Absolutely.
I am no longer threatened to give myself disadvantage.
100%. You are understanding
that
that
is-
perfectly correct.
Okay, so I am going to take a shot with my hex weapon at the one that
Crit.
is still up
Roll
targeting
crit.
Ember.
Crit again.
Ha! Nope, never mind. That was a
Don't
6.
forget you're blessed. You're blessed. You're blessed. You're blessed. You're blessed.
That's
I'll let
not
you know
gonna
right
help me.
here, even the
Yeah.
maximum
Ain't
4
gonna
will
help.
not help. A 10 won't do it.
Let's just say I got a 10 to make me feel good, but
Yeah.
nope, I still miss it. It's
I
okay.
think, like, you go running, and like you said, you're not mechanically taking the hide action, but you do run and get some cover in. So this is more of a wild throw as you're running.
Exactly. Yeah.
So makes sense that it misses.
Okay. So since disengage was my bonus action, I still have movement.
Yes.
Could I try to climb the tree?
So you still, how much movement do you have total?
35.
30. You have 5 feet left, so
Oh,
you
so
could
different.
try to climb up 5 feet. Absolutely.
No, I will not do that.
Okay.
Never mind.
I mean, the
I will
option's
end
there.
my turn.
Okay. Pellam, you are up, and then Breenoh.
Pellam is just going to. So there's one left on Ember,
Correct.
right there. So we're just gonna kind of like. I mean, we got line of sight. We'll just get a little closer. Right there. And then he's going to just kind of like hold his hand out, and like purple lightning energy is going to kind of come into it, and he's just going to be like, they always said control the pet population, and we'll spay and neuter one while we're at it. And he's going to cast Eldritch Blast.
Incredible. Roll to hit, please. This is at the one that is next to Ember, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a 13.
13
if I need
hits.
to, I can roll the bless.
13
Okay,
hits.
cool. 9 points of damage.
9 points. Okay. This wolf is still up, but boy did that hurt as you... And this wolf that was already terrified is... actually... Yeah, Ember, you can see with that blast from Pellam, this, and already being under the frightened condition, this wolf wants to flee. And is starting
Does
to
that
back
mean that
away
I
to
can
make some
smack it?
distance so that it can. It's not its turn yet, but when it
Attack of
tries...
opportunity.
When
yet?
it tries! When it
Yes?
tries!
Yes.
Yes, attack of opportunity, yes! Anything else from Pellam?
No, that's it.
Breenoh, you are up. Jack, you are the next PC on deck.
Okay, so we need to get up in there. So we're going to... We have to dash again in order to get over there.
Depends on where you're trying to go, depends on what you're trying to do.
I can only move 30 feet.
Without dashing,
And
yeah.
I was I was going to try to attack somebody, which I think I can actually do. Here I go. I'm doing it.
So you move closer to the group of 3 wolves that are where Wake was just moments ago. And what are you going to do?
Oh, I'm going to attack the one directly in front of me because I have a 10-foot reach.
You have a 10-foot reach, but you are still 5 feet. Or you are still 5 feet too far.
Wait. Mother heck!
Unless you raged. And then your monstrosity.
No, I'm out of them.
Now, what you can do is you can hold your action until one comes within range.
That's what I'm going to go ahead and do.
Let's
I'm probably
do
just going to go
that.
ahead and hunker down and wait until I have the opportunity to attack someone when they come within that 10 feet.
Holding an attack with your great axe?
Yes, please.
Wonderful. Well, I can tell you for sure you're getting that opportunity real fast, like right now.
I kind of figured.
As one of them steps forward. So roll me that to hit, Breenoh.
Oh, I'm so sorry. That's going to be a 16.
Hits. First attack with your
Max
new
damage.
+1 great axe. Oh my god.
19.
Okay. Can you paint me a
Which is
picture
nice.
as how with a single cleave of your great axe, as this wolf starts to charge at you, you end it?
The moment Breenoh registers movement in the pads of their feet, he's on edge. He's dialed in. And that one lunge is all it took for him to sprint, calculate in his mind exactly how to sever. And he does.
Incredible. That brings up one of those 2 wolves, who, because the other is dead, won't get pack tactics, so it's just going to make a normal attack as it lunges at Breenoh. 14, I don't think will do it on you, Breenoh.
By 1.
And the wolf in front of Ember is going to use its action to disengage and is going to run. 5, 10, 15,
That
20,
seems great.
25, 30, 35, 40. Running as
Oh, yeah?
fast as it can.
Are you sure about that?
I think I am. I used disengage.
Can I smack it? Oh,
No, because I
disengage,
used
damn it.
disengage.
I missed that part. I heard
Yep.
run, and I was like, I'm gonna smack it.
So it was very focused on you, and you lash out towards it. It ducks under your attack and goes bolting away from Wokka and away from you as fast as it can. That brings Jack up. So Jack, the situation as it currently stands, we have one wolf that is running, one that is still on its back, making this combination between a hacking and a laughing sound, one that is currently attacking Breenoh, and one that is not next to anyone at this exact instant.
Okay. So first we are going to use movement and get a little closer to the action. Alright, so 30. Alright, that's all of my 30. And then from there, we're just going to keep it simple. And I'm going to cast Starry Wisp on the one that's on Breenoh.
Let's do it. And just a reminder, you all do have heroic inspiration, so if at any point you want to re-roll a d20, you can.
Right. Oh, goodness. Is a 13 hit?
Funny thing, It does. It is, on this particular wolf, meat to beat.
Wow. All right. So
Good thing it wasn't the dire wolf.
All right. So that wolf will take 5. That'll be 5 damage of radiant.
5 points of radiant damage. What does your starry wisp looks like as it falls from the sky and impacts on this wolf?
So normally it looks like almost like a giant snowflake normally, but hey, we're not where we used to be. This ain't Kansas anymore.
Mm-mm.
So it looks almost like a big crystal of salt. And it was like a palish yellow color, but it comes down and it does the same thing as before. It's just that the mode of light looks a bit different now because maybe it's where we are.
Very cool.
So it kind of comes down and like little explosion.
That brings up...
Let's see, so
that was just action and movement. Do you have any bonus action?
Yeah, I'll pull Shillelagh just in case. I don't think I'm gonna need it, but I'll pull it just in case.
Good to be prepared. That
Of
brings
course.
up there's one remaining wolf here who is going to go charging at Breenoh and will get advantage because of pack tactics, because of one of its buddies there.
Bring it on.
Oh, nat 1 and an 8. 12 ain't gonna do it. As this wolf, in a very canine moment, sinks its teeth into part of a tree and starts to try to worry at it, but just isn't able to do any real harm. That brings up Wokka with Ember on deck.
Okay. Wokka's gonna move forward. His move action, 30 feet here. So let me. How do I? There. I think.
Yep.
Let me measure here. Okay. I think that should work. So Wokka broke out the Eldritch a little bit last turn, and I guess Wokka's in Eldritch mode now, so he's going to use Eldritch gibbering. Okay. And as he walks forward, is going to start. He just hear kind of. Or I put an example in the resources tab if you want to use it or something like that.
I love that. What you did was great.
Editor.
And so what does this do?
As a magic action, you gibber in deep speech each creature of your choice in a 30-foot emanation. One says just 30-foot emanation, but one says from me. So I'm going to assume from me. Must
it's a
succeed on
30-foot
wisdom
emanation
saving throw.
originating from you.
Okay, cool. So that should get at least 1. Ooh. Okay.
Here's what I'll say, because the other is right on the edge, I'll give that one advantage.
Okay.
So, wisdom
Awesome.
save.
Thank you.
And the DC is 8, plus your proficiency 10. And I would imagine plus your intelligence bonus, so that is a 14.
Yeah. Or roll a d6 and consult the table. So,
that's if I fail. So,
yeah.
First one, a normal roll. An 11 is a fail. Second one with advantage for being just on the edge of this. The second one will succeed with a 17, but the first one fails with an 11. So, why don't you go ahead and roll me a d6?
Okay. Let's see. D6. Right on. Let's roll it. It is a 4.
4, so the target speed becomes 0.
He's stuck.
Well, that's not what he wanted. Okay. Cannot move. Incredible. So that is this one right here next to
Fish.
Breenoh that cannot move.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else from you, Wokka?
No, I think I'll just keep standing there and chanting in deep speech. Be
All right.
scary.
Ember is up and Wake is on deck.
Okay. So. Hold on. Hold on, please. Okay. This one to the right of Breenoh as we look overhead the wolf. I'm going to. How would I in D&D mechanically do a running, jump, and stab with the spear?
You would make a normal attack and the rest is flavor.
Beautiful. Should I move towards it first?
Oh yeah,
since
you
it's
still
about
have to
10
get
feet
within
away?
range, yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. Okay, so that will just count as my running.
Yeah, 5
Okay,
feet of movement.
Yeah, thank you. All right, so in one fluid motion, I'm going to run and jump and like stab down at center of mass on the wolf
Incredible.
with my spear.
Roll to hit, please.
17?
That'll hit. Let's see that sweet, sweet damage.
Damage, please. Oh, screw you, dice. 5. 5 piercing damage.
We see as Ember leaps forward, spear in hands, comes slamming down, knocking the wolf onto its side. As you leap on it, piercing into its side, and it manages. The two of you go down into a bit of a tussle, and then both of you manage to stand back up. Blood mixed with its saliva here.
Can I use my bonus action to do Flurry of Blows after that?
Let me triple check
Is that possible?
on the exact
please.
language of it. Flurry of blows.
Or unarmed
You
strike.
can,
of
yeah,
course.
expend 1 focus point to make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action. So, yes. Yes, you can.
Okay. Don't have to twist my arm for a nat 20. For a total of 27.
God damn!
The 20, the total doesn't matter right now. It's nat 20. So you hit.
Nat 20.
So roll me that
Huh?
damage as normal, and let's max the second die. These are all public,
Okay.
just so y'all know. These are
Okay.
all public.
Okay. I rolled my 2d6.
So when it
Um,
automatically rolled 2d6 for you, so we're going to take the first d6
Yes.
and then max the second. So your first one was a 3. We max the second to a 6, bringing us to 9, plus 5, 14. This thing, after your first attack, had 6 hit points left. Could you please paint me a picture?
So as we both get up after our tussle, I look feral. And I just smack right on its snout. And I try to like jump on it and take it down
You
as I'm doing it.
You punch and jump on it once again, and you hear a sickening crunch as you very much outweigh this wolf. And as you come down on it with a knee, you snap its spine.
Crunchy.
Now, fun thing, you only used 5 feet of movement, and you only used one of your bonus action unarmed strikes, which means if you want, you can move forward 5 feet and attack the other one that's next to Breenoh.
Really?
If you wanted to be super
That's
fancy about it,
amazing!
because you have enough movement, if you wanted to be super fancy, you could move around behind it and flank it and get +2 to your hit.
Oh, hold on. Out of table. Hey, team. I don't want to take the last killing blow.
There are still others
again. Okay. Just, I wanted to make sure
Gestures
I'm
to
not
Fields.
stealing.
I mean, just like
Wolves.
your giant plague bear.
here.
You
Please,
played it for
after
a
that
reason.
out of character thing, nat 1.
Okay, so I will use my movement to flank behind it.
You are
And
flanking.
then... And it's just a regular attack.
Yep, but you're going to add 2 to whatever you roll here. And don't forget, you're still blessed. You're probably going to hit.
Okay. DM, I can hear you.
What? Oh, shit.
I will use unarmed strike for 13 plus 2, which is a 15.
You
Whoa,
you
hold
hit.
on.
So
I got
close.
a dirty 20. I got
You
a
got a-
dirty 20.
Luckily, it's a dirty 20. Another crit, but you
Well,
hit.
technically, it's a 22.
Yeah, with the
So
flanking, it's 22.
22.
And that's before
Yeah.
bless.
Should I bless, guys?
No,
I think
you
I'll
hit.
save that bless for later. All right.
You're not gonna hit
Roll
more.
damage. I hit for 10.
10 points of damage. Paint me a picture.
I'm gonna bite this motherfucker on the ass.
Yeah, you like come around, bite him, and he turns around to in response to getting bitten. And just as he turns, you just haymaker, hook punch here. Just as he turns, and just you dislocate this wolf's jaw as it falls to the ground, spasms once, and then is still.
You okay, tree man?
That is.
Well, thank you. Wow. His eyes just kind of get really wide as he kind of looks at you, and his axe just feels kind of heavy now.
Toothy grin.
Wake, you are up next. We still have 2 wolves here. There's the one that is in the process of fleeing at full speed, and there's the one that is still on its back, hack laughing.
The one that is on his back laughing, No! I'm gonna go check on the screaming thing. That's what I'm gonna do instead. I'm gonna go to
Okay.
the screaming thing and investigate it.
Absolutely. You run over. Are you just trying to investigate, or are you trying to free it?
So, I see that it is something bound in cloth, the shape of a human.
Mm-hmm.
It was, and then, so like, is it like a body bag that's tied and staked down? Is it like a scarecrow figure?
It is.
Like, what am I looking
It
at?
looks like a fabric doll, about
okay.
3.5 or about 4 feet in size, and the struggling shape is inside that fabric doll, all of which is staked to the ground.
So, like a rag doll,
Yes,
and there's a lump in the torso that is screaming.
correct, and writhing.
The limbs, the head, do they seem stuffed? Are they flat?
Stuffed.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna use my claws because I'm a wolf man,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna rip open the canvas, the fabric, whatever it is, in the chest and see what it is.
You rip open this.
I roll a
fabric
saving
doll.
throw for the acid that's gonna hit me in the face, right?
No. You rip through this fabric and you see a struggling, actually, really quick. Oh, no, we'll get to that in a second. But you see a struggling, tiny baby goat. And as you rip it open, it tries to leap and go running. Do you try to stop it, or do you let it run?
I'm gonna let it go because I think I'm too stunned in that moment to react more than just what the fuck just happened.
This goat bolts as fast as its baby legs can take it, just goes running the opposite way from the tree, the wolves, all of you just heading towards the northern side of town, just somewhere safe, goes running. That's just a free action there to have ripped that, so you still have your full action if there's anything you would like to do.
Okay. So the one wolf is running away. The other one is still laughing under the magic spell.
Mhm.
That one is still a threat, and this weird thing just happened. Okay, I will attack the one that is laughing.
Okay. It is prone.
Now that I
Thanks to Tasha's hideous laughter, so for a ranged attack, that means you have disadvantage.
This gonna roll right. Oh, hold on. Let me refresh this. Sorry.
You're good.
Ba-ba-dum-ba-dum. All right. Let me roll for disadvantage. So I think the lowest was a 13.
13 is meat to beat. So you hit.
Okay.
And you didn't even add in your bless there, so you definitely hit.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I forgot. So that is 9 points of force damage.
9 points of force damage as you send your coin, and this is target practice, and you put this suffering thing out of its misery, and the hacking, laughing sound dies away.
I think that was more of like I'm almost like crouching on my haunches. I'm so perplexed by what just happened. I kind of just flipped the coin almost accidentally, haphazardly, and just let it zip over that way.
Love it. So in this moment, I have a question. There is one wolf left, and it is fleeing. Would any of you try to pursue it, to chase it down, or would you let it run?
I would not chase it.
I'll let it go.
In that case, in this moment, we exit initiative order. And we find you all here in this now bloody town square. The ripped fabric doll, no longer moving, the screaming sound no longer heard.
Ember spitting out wolf fur and blood, like trying to wipe her muzzle, like. So, are we the good guys or the baddies here? I'm not quite sure what just happened. What did we just save?
We did not have contacts before action.
If I didn't know better, was this a? I've seen some rather odd ritual in my day. Was this a ritual?
I mean, wolves don't got thumbs, so I don't think they could put a goat in a bag, and I don't think goats like bags.
Oh, well, that's true, but what if someone were making an offering to the wolves? Something like that? I mean, because, depending on there's a lot of cultures that will offer something to their god or figure that they worship. Is that what we just saw?
Like appeasement for protection?
An offering of respect?
Yes, it could be for a lot of things. It could
In
be for
exchange.
a good harvest season. Someone praying for a child, or there's lots of different cultures have lots of different reasons to make offerings. I mean, this could have been an offering to a war god. prayer for fortune in battle or something. I hope we haven't done anything bad.
As Jack says that, could all of you make me perception checks really quick? Anyone who would like to. You don't have to.
18.
22.
Gosh, 9.
21.
3.
I think that Jack and Ember and Wokka, which makes sense, actually, the three of you were the ones participating most in this conversation, this question about what this was. And so the three of you were looking at each other, focusing on these questions, these unknowns. While Wake, Breenoh, and Pellam, you listen, but you also look around. And you can't help but notice in a few of the buildings nearby, through cracked open doors or through slightly opened blinds, just a few watchful eyes. And when you happen to glance that way, they shut the door, lower the blinds.
What happened to the Druskenvald? Did they just stand back and watch? Are they coming up now?
First of all, just keep in mind, this whole thing was, I think, 3 or 4 rounds of combat, which means this all took under 30 seconds. So they watched suddenly everything start happening. They stood back, and they have approached you all, and Adela, I heard you asking if you did the right thing, and I think it is without question that you did the right thing, saving that poor goat. That poor little thing. I'm glad you all were here.
Kids are important.
I get it. I got that.
What's Philip doing? How's Philip looking?
He looks confused, like, about the entire situation, but he shares the look of relief on his wife's face when she's grateful that you saved the goat. He nods as well with a sincere look in his eyes. And it's at about this moment that you all hear a door open. And from one of the largest buildings in town that is built right here on the town square, the door opens and a short, portly, middle-aged man emerges. He has a curled mustache, a finely tailored 3-piece suit, and a matching bowler hat. And as he starts to approach you all, you watch as his... Actually, could everyone make me an insight check really quick? Let me know if you get a 17 or higher.
Yes.
Yes.
19.
Yes.
Alright, so it sounds like Ember, Wokka, and Breenoh. The three of you notice, as this man approaches, that he started to approach you with a bit of a bothered look on his face. And then you see him notice Philip. And his expression changes, and he quickly removes his hat.
1,000 apologies for the startling arrival, Lord Philip. We were not expecting you this evening. You caught us in the middle of one of our most sacred traditions. Please accept my sincere apologies and heartfelt welcome to Wickamore Village. I am Mayor Wendell Summerton, as you no doubt know, and I am so pleased you have finally accepted my invitation to our humble community.
And as we see Mayor Summerton greet all of you here in this now bloody square, the bodies of several wolves littering the stones, we pull out from this moment, taking in all of Wickamore Village, that, I think, is where we will have to pick up next time. Because with 2 combats, even 1.5, we're already running a little past our usual time, and I want to respect everyone's oh-so-important bedtimes. Otherwise, I would keep going forever. Woo! Session 6 in the books, y'all. Thank you so much for everything that each one of you brought to this session. You are amazing human beings. Let's go around. Everyone, even though this is pre-recorded, real Ethan is sitting somewhere getting ready to raid, so please don't go anywhere. Also, I want to give these wonderful people an opportunity to let you know where you can find them when they aren't here rolling dice. Jolly, would you like to lead us off?
Will do. So, when I am not here hanging out with these wonderful folks playing games, you can find me on YouTube at Jolly Yellow Nerd.
Mallo?
You can find me everywhere at the Mallo Man. You can find all the things that I do on a regular basis, including all the things that we do with this show and other shows. Also, go check me out right there.
Wild?
Yes, hello. I'm Wildling011. I'm on the Insta. I'll probably be posting again. If not, you can find my work at the Fry Museum in Seattle or the J. Reinhardt Gallery. Is it the actual artwork? No, but it helps the artwork shine. Go check out those places. Go consume art. Okay, bye.
Pete?
Hey, I'm Pete Gator. Pete. You can't find me anywhere, but thank you for joining us. You can find me at the Mallo Man.
We're there.
Or right here. Right here is where it is.
This is as good as it gets.
Yeah.
Well, I am so glad you're here, buddy. You are a joy. Lauren?
I am here. Yeah. Oh, I'm gaming, including probably tomorrow if Ethan's feeling it. Hopefully some Halo.
Yes.
Okay. But other than that, 95% Lauren and 1,000 Faces cosplay. That's it. Mostly house projects and cats. Okay, bye.
And Caleb, bring us home.
Hi, everybody. You can hear me in the archives of the RPG Academy, here and there on the Farm to Fable podcast. You can hit my socials at the Caleb G. I got the links in there for some of my fictional work, specifically the With Teeth, a dark fiction anthology where proceeds go to support the Lakota Wolf Preserve. There's also a link for... yeah, that was really fitting. And it made me feel really bad. It made me feel
go
sad
by With Teeth to make up for all the damage that was done to wolves this evening.
Yes, please, at least 2 copies.
Gracious.
The 2 that I eliminated. Yep. Also, there is a link to for a new Kickstarter coming out that one of my pieces will be featured in. It is the Miscreant Anthology from Miscreant Media. This is a collection of over 150 pieces from various creators. It's not just fiction. There's all kinds of fun stuff in there. It's like a wild collection of just people who do crazy stuff out on the fringes where the mainstream just doesn't care about us. So that's really cool. That's coming to Kickstarter soon. If you save that Kickstarter campaign and get a notification and then back it early, that would be really nice and special. Thank you so much. I love you. Goodbye.
My name is Ethan. Thank you all so much for dealing with our minor technical difficulties as we had some video slowdown in there. My computer was working its butt off. I still have no idea why that happened. That's never happened before. It's never happened to me before. I swear.
It's normal.
It's a virile computer.
Professional.
But Thank you all so much. My name is Ethan. You can find me as the other half of Thousand Faces Cosplay, or as the Buff DM talking about all things TTRPG, or, of course, as the Forever DM here on Go Buff Yourself. Let's get that raid going. Thank you all so much for being here. We appreciate you. And until we see you next time, friends, I have zero doubt in my mind, even though this is pre-recorded, when I say that it is still a tough time out there. So be extra good to yourselves. Be kind to each other. Charity, and I don't just mean that in the donation way, I mean assuming the best in people whenever the opportunity is there. Take time to recover, but also stay aware. Democracy dies in darkness. Read a book. Fuck fascism. We love you all, and go buff yourselves. Bye, y'all.
Mwah!